So, my kids came up with this list of why readers abandon books, and it wasn't necessarily me. So, I think I tend to abandon books for one reason, and that's that they don't interest me. But if you're an 11-year-old, you're going to abandon a book for a different reason. And here are the reasons they gave me. One, it might be too sad. And they even named The Fault in Our Stars as an example. They started the book, they knew all their friends were reading it, but they didn't feel like reading a sad book. And I can appreciate that. Sometimes you don't want to take a sad book to the beach or on your fun family vacation. Number 2 is the most popular answer. It's just too difficult. That the books they're reading are just not, they're just right books, that they're too difficult. And sometimes it could be that they're too easy, although I don't think that's the case very often. 3 and 4 kind of go together, that they just aren't understanding it, that maybe the vocabulary is too big and the descriptions were too dense and they're just not getting the gist of it. Maybe they can't follow the plot, or the plot is not very linear and they're having trouble with that. So those are reasons that they said they've abandoned a book before. 5 is that they just don't like the characters. I didn't really get an example of this, but they said they've done it before. So I think that could be the case. Number 6 is very true. I've had kids who will start a book and then their parents are finding out they're reading it and they deem it inappropriate. Believe it or not, in my school we still have kids who are not allowed to read Harry Potter for the magic elements and things like that. So it does happen, and so I have to honor that. 7 is that maybe someone gave away the ending and so they just kind of abandon it. 8 is that it is too long, like they just feel like they can't slug through it. 9 is that it's cheesy, and this has definitely been the case for me before. I've started a book and I find it's just way cheesy and I'm not enjoying it, and it's just not what I thought it would be, so I'll abandon it. 10 is that it's disappointing to the series. It's not like the other ones. 11 is that the plot is confusing. 12 is that they found a better book. And 13 is that the genre, I love this, the genre just ain't their bag, baby. They don't really like the genre. Maybe their friends pressured them into it, but it's just not their thing. So I love this little list, and we are going to keep it on, actually I'm keeping it on my little closet in the back by my bookshelves. That way kids know that it's completely appropriate and actually preferred that they abandon a book that they just aren't going to read.